welcome to Southside United Home for Kids. It's great to see you. So we sneak in then. Well, it's great to meet on land that God created. We want to recognise that the Yagara and the Turrbal people cared for this land. So we pay our respects to elders past and present. We seek to care for this land and find God in this land, and God who loves us. Let's say our prayer. Ready? From the top of my head to the tips of my toes, from the lows of my ears to the end of my nose, from my back to my front to my wiggly fingers, God loves me. Let's go to the story chair. Let's go. Wow, I'm in my comfy chair at home. You can see my Lego Rivendell behind me. This is where I do my cross stitch. This is where I watch TV. It's a great place. I like this place, but it's not our story chair. Let's go find our story chair. Oh, we're at Southside Yeronga. This is the lovely church where some people come to worship. You might come here for family service. But this isn't the story chair. Let's go find the story chair. Well, made it inside. Great to see you. Let's see where Grover is. Funny noises. Like a kitty cat. Some of you like cats, don't you? Can we do a Grover like that? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Grover! What on earth was that, Richard? We were trying to be cats. Yeah, you did a good job. That was, a good job. Okay. Welcome. How are you? Oh, I'm pretty good. How are you? I'm pretty good. I like to be here. This is a special space, isn't it? Oh, it's a special place because we get to talk about God and be with our friends. That's right. We can talk about some special places today. Oh, special places like here and the kitchen. The kitchen? Why is the kitchen? Oh, food. Okay. Restaurants. Restaurants are cafes. Okay, go back. Let me tell you about some people's favourite special places. Oh. Red Rooster. KFC. No, Grover. Let's just listen, okay? Listen. I'm listening to my tummy and it's saying I'm hungry. Okay, Grover. Ready? Alice. Oh, Alice. Yes, I know Alice. You might know Alice. Alice loved going to school. I wonder if you love going to school. I don't go to school. No, I was talking to them. Oh, yeah. Do you love going to school? School is wonderful. Yes. Alice loved going to school. It was a place where she could meet her friends. Oh, yeah, lots of fun. It is fun. It was a place where she could learn all sorts of things, like how to do her sums well. 1 + 1 = a window. That's right. And discover things that happened a long time ago. Like yesterday, even longer. The day before. No, like the Egyptians and the Victorians. It was the place where she learned to read and to write stories. And she enjoyed being a member of some of the after-school clubs. Oh, that sounds like great. Oh, school is so much fun. School is fun. Stacey. Oh, Stacey, okay. Where did she like? Stacey loved where she lived. She loved the house in which she lived. She loved her mum and dad. I bet they aren't as good as my mum and dad. Well, your mum and dad are pretty special. Oh, they're the best. She loved her little brother and her big brother. And she felt safe in her home. It was a place she belonged to. And the fact that she got to choose the colour of her bedroom made her family feel just like her home. Oh, that'd be so cool, so cool. It's exciting, isn't it? It is. It was also a place she could bring her friends to. And some of her best friends were sometimes allowed to stay over. Sleepover! Yeah, I hope they slept. Not just a stayover, no, a sleepover. It was the place where she learnt what it meant to be a family. Oh, Stacey's lucky. It sounds like a lovely house. It sounds like a lovely home, doesn't it? Eddie. Oh, Eddie. Okay, what does Eddie want? Eddie had to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. What? There's a 5 o'clock in the morning? I didn't know there was one then either. I just thought we had one in the afternoon. But apparently there's one in the morning as well. Why did you do that? Well, he had to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to the swimming pool. He wanted to get better at swimming and become a champion. 3 days a week, he got up early, and 3 evenings a week, he had to go to the pool late so he could be coached, trained, and encouraged to be the best swimmer he could be. That's a lot of work. He had to be really committed, didn't he? Oh, yeah. He knew if he stuck in, the hard work would pay off. 3 championship medals at the latest swimming gala suggested that maybe one day it would be a gold medal at either the Commonwealth or the Olympic Games, or maybe both. Oh, wow. Oh, that's so cool. He worked hard, but he did well. He did really well. They were special places. They were special places. A school where we can learn. A home where we can become a family. A swimming pool or a sports centre where we can train to be a champion. A long time ago. Is this longer than yesterday? Much longer. Oh, wow. Perhaps the people of Israel looked around and saw there were special places to learn, belong, and to become a champion. And then they thought that there was no special place where they could go and meet God and learn about God. Oh, they should have come here. Well, it wasn't built here yet. Oh, okay. Well, this is a long time ago. A long, long time ago, Grover. So no place where they could come and meet God and learn about God, and where they could become better equipped to be the people of God. King David was the first to suggest that it would be good to build a special place for God, even though God told him that there was no need for such a place, because God was everywhere. Oh, he is here, and he's here. He's here. He's over here. He's here. Yes, okay, Grover. Focus. It was Solomon, King David's son, that built a special house for God. He used the best materials, the best craftsmen and artists. It made the house of God a truly beautiful place. It was an enormous place where people could meet, learn, and worship God. It was also a place where people were encouraged to do the things of God and give of the very best to God. We meet in our churches today so we can continue to worship God and learn about God and become better at doing the things of God. Oh, yeah. It's so cool to come together. It's cool to come together, whether it's family service or Sunday morning or Sunday evening. We come together and we worship God in these special places that allow us to come and be the people of God. Oh, but we can be the people of God anywhere. We can. Don't just have to do that in our buildings. We can worship God and be his people everywhere. It's special to have these places. Oh, tell me more about the temple. We can look at the godly place story of the temple. Let's go and have a look. The people of God came into the promised land. When David became king, he gathered the people of God from the south and from the north and made them one group. And he captured or took Jerusalem from the Jebusites, and he made it the city of David. And so they settled there and lived there, but there was one thing missing: the ark. And so David went and got the ark, and they carried it. And when they came through the gates of the city, David was dancing and praising. And David made the tent of meeting and put the ark inside it. David wasn't allowed to build a house for God because he was a man of war. But his son Solomon would build the temple. And so the people began to build the temple. Some went to the north to cut down cedar trees from Lebanon. And some went to the nearby mountains to cut stone and bring stone and wood in. And slowly the temple began to build. And the people were very excited as they saw it being built. There was a great hall for the people to come to worship God and meet God in. And there was a special place called the Holy of Holies, where only the high priest went once a year on the Day of Atonement. Very special day. The temple had lots of beautiful carvings and decorations, and the cedar wood made it smell wonderful. And inside the temple were the things that helped the people to get ready to meet with God out in the desert. The priests brought in the Ark of the Covenant and put it in the Holy of Holies. There was the altar for burnt incense, where lovely fragrance of incense would flow up, make a beautiful smell. There was the table for the bread, a loaf for each of the 12 tribes of Israel each day. There was the menorah with its 7 candles shining bright. And on the outside, there was the altar for burnt offerings, like they had out in the wilderness, but bigger. And the same with the basin of water, or the laver. And so on the day that the temple was ready, Solomon stood before the people. And he prayed to God. O Lord, God of Israel, there is no God like you, in heaven above or on earth beneath, keeping covenant and showing steadfast love to your servants, who walk before you with all their heart. But will God indeed dwell on the earth? Behold, heaven and the highest heaven cannot contain you. How much less this house which I have built? Yet have regard to the prayer of your servant and to all his supplication. And so Solomon prayed that God would dwell in this temple. And the day that they finished, God's Spirit did come. And the temple was filled with smoke. God was there. And Solomon prayed that God would always make it a place where people could remember him and seek justice. I wonder what part of the story you like the most. Chat with each other about it. I wonder which part of the story you think is most important. I wonder where you are in the story, or any part of the story is about you. I wonder if we could leave anything out and still have all the story we need. Well, it was a pretty special building. It was a special building. God met his people there, and God meets us in your house, but he also meets us as a church. That's why it's special to come together as a church, because we meet with others who encourage each other and we become the people of God. So hopefully we'll see you this Sunday, 8:30. We'll have Sunday school. This week we're at Tarragindi. So it'd be great to see you then. If not, we'll see you again next week. Bye everybody! Bye!